What up, guys? Your girl talk about it. Takina. I am Takina, and I am here to talk about it. So, I am recording this, and I'm trying to be consistent. I just uploaded the video about being consistent, and this video is going to be completely out of order. So, if you're seeing this video and my hair is not looking like what it looks in my current videos when this is uploaded, is because my husband texted me something and I wanted to do a video about it. And so at the time frame of you guys seeing this video, it will be past my astrology lessons, past the depression and self-love. So this topic will kind of tie all of those together. Um let me see. Sorry, I just thought about something. This is how my brain thinks. Okay. So, of course, I had to take notes. I had a whole thought for a second. So, um my king sent me a video. So I thought, what perfect time to introduce my wind down session. It is the same day, it's later in the evening, and so I still have my wine. So it's funny because you'll be able to go back to my video that I uploaded about being consistent, and you will see my wine glass that I had said, oh, I got my wine, I'm only going to drink a little. Well, this wine, let's see if I can get in the camera. It doesn't want to. So this wine is, I'll show you. Many people know this wine. This is some very strong and serious wine, and so I don't recommend drinking it on a regular. So the popular wine, see if I can get the whole bottle in here. There we go. So Taylor Port, and as you can see, it's not showing it. Never mind. I've had this bottle for a while, and I'm not. So Taylor Port, if anyone knows about it, is very strong. Don't know what's in that wine. Don't know where the grapes came from. Don't know how it's processed. It's strong as hell. So I don't recommend drinking it if you gotta go somewhere. But I have mixed it with grape juice. So if I shake it up a little bit, maybe it'll bubble up. It's been sitting here for a while, so it might be a little flat. Let's see here. Yeah, that I had to put some grape juice in there, or not grape juice, grape pop. I had to because otherwise it's a whole setup. So I thought, what a better way to do my wind down session. It's late in the evening, have a glass of wine. Better than to talk about what he sent me. We talked about it briefly on our video that'll be uploading, I believe, sometime in April. So it's March now, but when you're watching this video, it'll probably be like August or something, only because I wanted to get all the other videos uploaded first before I kind of went back to my regular videos of talking about different subjects and different topics, because I kind of wanted to build that foundation so that when I say, oh, this person's a Pisces, or this person is whatever it may be. I just realized, okay, so never mind, off subject. So you'll basically have that background knowledge of understanding what I'm saying when I say, okay, this person's a Pisces. So I want to play this, and hopefully you guys can hear it okay, and it doesn't cause like a whole, situation. But I want to play it and then let's talk about it. So it's an actual video, but you're not going to be able to see the video or anything. So I'm just going to play the audio. And basically, this lady is saying that she wants to have male friends, or she thinks it's okay to have male friends. And Steve Harvey lets her know what it is. And I agree with what he's saying, and I'll explain after. So let's just go ahead and listen to this.
Be your friend?
Well, yeah, playing from Talk About Tita Kina.
No, who told you that? The only way you have a guy friend is you're saying we're only friends. They're hanging out with you in hopes of something else happening. They hang out with you and they circle like buzzards, waiting on a crack in the door, a chink in the armor. Guys are not made that way. Men, you don't hang out with fly chicks to be their friend. You hope you catch them hurting one day and you're there for them. And look at all the guys over there clapping. Look at all of them. Look at the cameraman. He never claps. The guys know I'm telling you the truth. I want to be your friend.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can have
So I want to, because I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's nothing on my screen telling me that you heard that audio. So let me disconnect from there so that when I play it again, I want to make sure you guys hear it from my actual speaker. So let's do it again.
Who told you that?
Hold on, let me play it from the beginning.
The only way you have a guy friend is you're saying we're only friends. They're hanging out with you in hopes of something else happening. They hang out with you and they circle like buzzards, waiting on a crack in the door, a chink in the armor. Guys are not made that way. Men, you don't hang out with fly chicks to be their friend. You hope you catch them hurting one day and you're there for them. And look at all the guys over there clapping. Look at all of them. Look at the cameraman. He never claps. The guys know I'm telling you the truth. I wanted to be your friend.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean,
So let's talk about it. I am going to start this conversation and go against the grain and say I 100% agree with what is being said. So I speaking with my husband earlier today, we were talking about this same topic, and there's the reason why he sent it is because we were saying, like, can you be friends with guys? And I used to argue with him up and down and say, yes, we 100% can be friends. I have male friends. I have not thought to sleep with my male friends. Or over the years of having male friends, it was never like, oh, I want to be your friend because I want to sleep with you. And I actually have, and I didn't mention this earlier because I didn't really think of this person at the time, but I have a male friend. He's a Taurus, and I do consider him a friend because if we're out in public, he is very protective of everyone he's around. So it's not just me. But even outside of that, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's actually met my husband, and he would be willing to meet my husband. So it wouldn't be any secrets, any shadiness. I've never ever thought to sleep with him. Him and I are the same sign. All of my friends have slept with him. So for me, that's already off limits. Like, no. And I know that one of my friends cares about him deeply. Like that's her boo thing when she's single, I guess you could say. That's her dude. So I would never, but he is a great friend. So I would say that I could 100% genuinely be friends with him because he can be around. I can see him being friends with my husband and them kind of collaborating on different projects and things because of the industry that he's in and the industry that my husband's wanting to get in. So with all of that being said, can you be friends with a guy? If it's clear up front, if there's things that are discussed and talked about, I wholeheartedly believe that you can be friends with a man as long as he knows, like, we're never crossing that line. Like, he was introduced to me from someone else, so it wasn't like I saw this person and was like, ooh, I want to sleep with you. Ooh, let's whatever. It was never, we never started off on that level. Now I have had two other male friends, one that I've been friends with forever. And I think maybe for a split second with the one of them, it would be like, okay, well, I see you're single and now you're not single. It would probably be that situation. Like, he's asked, are you still with your husband or whatever? So I think for that situation that, it probably was a situation of, is she single? Do I got my chance? But for the other male friend that I had, I genuinely only saw him as a friend, and he genuinely only saw me as a opportunity or a challenge. For that situation, he was very, what's the word I can use? He was very, there's so many words I can think of. I'm trying to think of a really good word. He just had ulterior motives from the very beginning. So we are no longer friends because he wanted to yo-yo our friendship. So it was like, I think he saw like, oh, you're single, so I have a chance with you. And so he started acting certain ways to come off appealing or uh like it would be more than just friends. So like if I came over as just a friend, he would say things um to insinuate that he wanted more than friendship. But then if I were to either shoot him down, or if I were to be like, you're not serious, like you're not going to do that, or whatever was said, he would basically try and act as if that's really what he wanted. Like, no, I am serious and I do care for you, and just whatever, trying to convince me. And it was just like this yo-yo of, even like, I think even after my dad passed, it was a situation of, you don't have any friends here, you don't have anyone to be there for you, so let's go out, let's go out to eat, or let's get your mind off of things. And I saw it as a friendship. Like, okay, well, I want to drink because I just don't want to think about what just happened, like the last 3 weeks. And I thought, like, as a friend, that person would be there for me as a friend, but really took the opportunity to take advantage of the situation and try and make it more than what it was. And so when I like spoke on it, or was like, wait, I see you saying this, or I see you doing this, then it was, no, you're crazy, or it was just little things. And so it really got to a point where I started noticing this weird behavior, and the person lying about, oh yeah, we're gonna hang out, and then, you know, just making weird moves. And it's like, why lie? Just say something. But I really think like it was a game. It was a, can I get you where I want you and then take it from you? And I think it backfired um on his behalf, or on his side. It backfired because I was aware of the behavior. I was aware of everything that was going on. Like, the person would like send me a text and say, oh, well, just know that I love you. And I'm like, okay, and I care for you as a friend. Like, I would shut him down, and he would then text me back and say, stop playing, quit playing with me. And I'd be like, I'm not. Or like for my birthday, I think, was it last year? No, not last year, the year before. The year before, or whatever year. It wasn't last year because my dad had already passed for my birthday, and at that point I had blocked this person, and it was just, yeah, no, we're not doing this. So I think it was the year before last. Had sent a text saying, you know, happy birthday, and I was like, thanks. And then he said, that's it, that's all I get. And I was like, I don't know what you were expecting. And then he said, I think he said, call me, or more than that. It was something. And I was like, you're funny. I'm not. I won't. And stop acting like that. You know you care about me, or you know I care about you. I can't remember the exact wording, but I know that I can search through my messages between my sister or my other friend, and be like, and find it. But um I was just like, no, I'm not doing this. We're not playing these games. I'm not for the ulterior motives. You're not gonna make me think that I want something that I don't. And then if I were to acknowledge that I do want it, then you're gonna take it away from me. So that kind of like was an issue. And then I started doing the Facebook dating right around the time that I wound up blocking him. And he had told me in a very suggestive tone, I guess you could say, for me to not get on Facebook dating. And I'm just like, I'm single, so I could do what I want. Like, I literally said that. Like, I'm single, I can do what I want. And the response was just like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. And then I had um dyed my hair red, but before, probably a year or two before I actually dyed my hair red, I've been saying that I was gonna do it. I just hadn't acted on it. And like, he would say, well, no, you can't dye your head red. You're not allowed to do that. Who are you to tell me what I'm allowed to do? So, and it wasn't like, it was things that I kind of like raised my eyebrow to, like, yeah, okay, I'm watching you. But it wasn't something that was serious enough for me to see what was going on, I guess. So like, when he made the comment of, I can't dye my hair, um then I just kind of like brushed it off. But it's like, we're just friends, so I'm gonna dye my hair if I want to. I didn't see it as more of a control, or I guess more of a control thing. So the one thing I would say about Pisces is they are they'll strongly suggest what you can and can't do. Um, and most of the times, because they feel like they have you where they want you, you're just going to go with it and be like, okay, well, I'm not going to dye my hair. But someone like me is like, I'm gonna dye my hair. Who are you to tell me I can't? And the only reason I didn't at that time is because of where I worked was kind of high profile, so you weren't allowed to dye your hair. But I wanted to. Hence me now having red hair. So yeah, I would have to kind of sum this up with, unless you have set boundaries and communication and understanding, then having a male friend is exactly what was said in the audio in the beginning with Steve Harvey, is men are always looking for opportunity. They're looking for that cracked door where they can kind of slip in and get in where they can fit in. I told my husband, like, I'm traumatized from having male friends because that particular situation led to me blocking that person and not dealing with that person for many reasons. Because if that person were to be watching this video right now, that person would 100% disagree with everything I'm saying. And that y'all can see I'm staring at the camera because I want this person to know, like, I know you're probably watching because at one point this person was subscribed to my channel. So I know that the person would completely disagree with what I'm saying. The person would say I'm a liar and whatever else, but I always have backup, so I don't care what the person says. And the person's not in my life anymore, and I would never allow the person back in my life. Just because of how things transpired and just, you know. So the person would say that it's all lies and it was all me and whatever else. But not going, not going. So because of that situation and that person in particular, I don't think I could have male friends unless it was someone that genuinely would be friends with my husband and myself, and it would be in a group setting at times, or it just wouldn't be hey, let's hang out, let's go out to eat, you should come over, you should spend the night. Like, those are things that I didn't see as like I almost want to say pruning. um I don't know if that's the right word, but basically, like, it was a setup for the setup. So, like, someone caring about you and looking at things and just wanting you to believe that you wanted more than what you did, and then when you were like, yeah, no, this is not going on, this is not happening, then it turned into a situation of like you're rejecting them. So now it's like my sister was I think I had the phone on speaker at one of the times. As a matter of fact, I had met um I call him first Sagittarius dude, but he was someone I met through my friend. He was my friend's the guy that my friend was dating, it was his brother. So I call him first Sagittarius dude because for some reason I seem to attract Sagittarius men. Um, and so I had started dating him, and my sister was standing there because um the Pisces dude was like trying to convince me that we should go on a trip to California. And then the whole trip, as I'm like, no, I'm not doing this, or maybe because I do want to go to California, but again, I'm looking at it as a friendship thing. I'm like, I do want to go to California. Um he had a whole meltdown because I realized that the trip was going to be on me, and because I had some financials that he was basically counting on. And I'm like, yeah, no, we're not doing that because I'm not, like, he basically was like, okay, you're investing in my business and we're going to go to California and, we're going to do A, B, and C with this money. And I'm just like, yeah, I didn't sign up for that. I want to go to California, but I'm not investing in nobody's business if it's not my own. Sorry, my husband just texted me. So I didn't go, and I said I wasn't going, and I'm like, I'm not driving to California. I'm not investing in your business. I'm not doing any of that. And so it was a whole issue. So when he found out that I was actually going to California and Las Vegas with someone else, it was a whole issue. And my sister was just laughing so hard when I was having the conversation with him, and he just was blowing up and hollering and screaming, and I'm just like, what? Why you so mad, bro? Like, what? So she heard it all, and so he felt rejected. He felt like I was rejecting him. And honestly, I think it was, even outside of rejection, I feel like it was the fact that I wasn't allowing him to behave in, or he wasn't getting his way. His narcissistic ways was not working on me, and I think that severely bothered him completely. Like, he was not for the nonsense. Um I need to, I'm gonna end this video. I was supposed to be doing my whole wind down. Like, I don't drink as much as I used to, but if I am in a setting with like my one best friend, well, hell, two of my best friends, they turn up. We are all in our 40s now. Are we in our 40s? I don't know, because I don't keep track. But I know my one, yeah, I think we are. When we get together, we're turning up. We're turning up, and so I can do it with my friends or like my family if all of us are together. My husband's not much of a drinker either, so when I drink, it's really just for us to turn up. But yeah, so just to stay on focus, because I can go there. Um, hmm. Sorry, I'm my husband. So, he distracted me, so I forgot what I was saying. So no, I don't drink as much as I used to. So this has been sitting here all day, and I'm gonna attempt to finish the rest of it. But yeah, I turn up in the right atmospheres and the right scenes with the right people. But on my own, I really don't do that anymore because it's pointless. And I also have to watch my mindset and my body and listen to my body. Because eventually alcohol I probably will be cutting out. Only because it doesn't help with depression. It makes it worse, like 1,000 times worse. So I have to be very careful, like, of not overdoing it. So I've cut back a lot. But yeah, I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Can you just be friends with someone? Um, can a female be friends with a guy? Can a guy be friends with a female? And it not be that? Can you really just be best friends? I was watching a show, Family or Fiance, that I think I spoke on my channel. It might have been on my other channel with my husband. But a female was engaged and she had a best friend that she was not willing to let go of. And she said, if my fiance can accept my friendship with my best friend, then we can't get married. And I'm just like, then you need to be marrying your best friend, because why is he that important to you that you'll never let him go? And your fiance literally brought him there because he's an issue for y'all's relationship. Like, that doesn't make sense. So no, I 100% now would say that no, I personally don't even want to have male friends to that caliber. Again, I do have the one, but him and I, we don't even have each other's numbers. At the time of me recording this video, we are Facebook friends, and when we see each other in person, obviously, we're cool with each other, whatever, but it's not something that we're talking on a regular. So, yeah, so I just want to hear what you guys think. I want to know, can you be friends with a guy? Or can your guy have female friends and you be okay with it? I think it's mindset. I think it's understanding that needs to be involved. So if you are okay with it, please in the comments kind of describe your situation. Like, you're single with the male friend, or you're in a relationship with a male friend, or vice versa. You're single with a female friend, or in a relationship with a female friend, and what does that environment look like? What boundaries are put in place, or what is allowed, what's not allowed? Can that person text you at 12 in the morning, 12 at night, and saying they're bored, they don't have to do anything to do? What are you doing? Like, is things in place? Do they cross lines? I'm curious to know. But me, myself, the Pisces friend that I had, the Pisces friend that I had, ruined it for me on that type of level of having someone that I can text and be like, what are you doing? Or, hey, we're in the same state, so let's hang out. Or, hey, this state better than I do, so show me around. It never got to be that, because that was never his intentions of just being a friend. So, he never wanted to be seen in public. Like, those are things that I know now are red flags. But back then, it was always an excuse, or something always came up, or it'll happen, but let me know, I'll let you know when, or, and it just never happened. Like, legit, this person would say, I know you need to get out and about. We're going to go to this club, and, or this bar down the street from my house, and just kind of get some fresh air and get your mind off of things. And those things never happen. Like, I literally drove an hour away to go hang out and just kind of get some air after my dad passed, only to not go anywhere. And then you're like trying to make it more of, let's chill at the house. And one thing led to another, and I drove an hour back home. I'm not doing this. We're not doing this. And that happened on 3 different occasions. And I was like, you know what? After 3 times, if I keep putting myself in the situation where I'm leaving abruptly in the middle of the night to go home, then we can't be friends. So, needless to say, we're no longer friends. So I'm going to end this video. Please drop in the comments, what you guys think of the opposite sex being friends. And for now, I'm your girl Talk About Takina. I am going to finish my wine, and I'm going to go to bed.